girls. Last week we read about Goldilocks. We read a couple different versions. This one was called Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. So the last couple were about bears, but this is Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs. I think there'll be some similarities, things that are the same, and there might be some things that are different. So let's check it out. Well, we know there's three animals, one little girl, Goldilocks. That's the same. This is Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs, as retold by Mo Willems. He's the one that, we know that author, doesn't, what does he write? The Piggy and the Elephant and the Pigeon books? Yes.
Actually called Piggy and Gerald.
Yes, Piggy and Gerald. All right, let's see what this says. Once upon a time, there were three dinosaurs, a papa dinosaur, a mama dinosaur, and some other dinosaurs, who happened to be visiting from Norway. One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. That's a little bit different.
I like it.
Oh boy, said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice. It's finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else. Yes, continued Mother Dinosaur, I sure hope no innocent little succulent child happens by our unlocked home while we are, someplace else. She's saying hee hee hee. Kind of, it seems like they're trying to trick her. They're kind of talking like that. Then the other dinosaur made a loud noise that sounded like a big evil laugh, but was probably just a polite Norwegian expression. He's saying, har, har, har. He's saying all these different, I don't know, he's talking in different language. The three dinosaurs went someplace else and were definitely not hiding in the woods, waiting for an unsuspecting kid to come by. Sure enough, 5 minutes later, a poorly supervised little girl named Goldilocks came trapezing along. Just then, the forest boomed with what could have been a dinosaur yelling, "Gotcha!" But I'm pretty sure it was just the wind. The loud noise was immediately followed by another loud noise that sounded kind of like, "Be patient, Papa Bear, the trap is not yet sprung." But that could have been a falling rock or a squirrel. Either way, Goldilocks was not the type of the little girl who listened to anyone or anything. For example, Goldilocks never listened to warnings about the dangers of barging into strange, enormous houses. As soon as Goldilocks came across the strange, enormous house, she barged right in. You guys know what barged means?
No.
It means she just went in really forcefully. So she wasn't nervous at all. She just went right in. Inside, Goldilocks smelled the 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding. Mmm, said Goldilocks. That chocolate pudding smells delicious. If only I can get all the way up to that countertop. Then Goldilocks noticed a very tall ladder just happened to be there, and certainly wasn't left on purpose. Goldilocks climbed up the ladder and found herself face to face with 3 gigantic bowls of chocolate pudding. John Elbow Buddy, what do you think is going to happen?
What do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen?
1, 2, 3, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
The first bowl of chocolate pudding was too hot, but Goldilocks ate it all anyway. Hey, it's chocolate pudding, right? The second bowl of pudding was too cold, but who cares about temperature when you've got a big bowl of chocolate pudding? Not her. The third bowl of chocolate pudding was just right, but Goldilocks was on such a roll by now, she hardly even noticed. She ate them all. Soon Goldilocks was stuffed like one of those delicious chocolate-filled girl bonbons, which, by the way, are totally not the favorite things in the whole wide world for hungry dinosaurs. That's like a chocolate candy. Tired and groggy, Goldilocks noticed 3 chairs in the living room, so she climbed down the ladder and walked out of the kitchen. The first chair was too tall. Second chair was too tall. But the third chair was too tall. Goldilocks wasn't going to climb that high just to sit in the chair, so she hiked over to the bedroom. could just even skip the chairs. They were all too big. That was a little bit different part of the story. When she got there, Goldilocks noticed that the beds were also gigantically big. What is going on around here? She groaned, the exhausted girl. The bears that live here must be nuts. Just then, the room filled with a loud, booming noise that was neither a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating. Oh, that was either a passing truck or a dinosaur gloating. A few more minutes and she'll be asleep. Delicious chocolate-filled little girl bonbons are yummier when they're rested. Even a little girl who never listens to anyone or anything had to hear that. They were trying to trick her, weren't they? Goldilocks took a minute to stop and think, which was longer than she was used to stopping and thinking. Hey, she told herself, this isn't some bear's house. This is some dinosaur's house. Say what you like about Goldilocks, but she was no fool. As quickly as she could, she ran out the back door and got out of there. Just then, a loud plane flew by, which sounded pretty much like a trio of dinosaurs yelling, now, or charge, or Norwegian expression for chewy bonbon time. Suddenly, sit down, please. Suddenly and completely coincidentally, the three dinosaurs rushed through the front door. But they were too late. Notice the back door open. Goldilocks was gone, and all that was left in the house were three disappointed dinosaurs. And there's still more pages. I wonder what's going on. Oh, and the moral is, if you ever find yourself in the wrong story, leave. Where does she go? She's looking for the bear's house now. And the moral for the dinosaurs is, lock the back door. Make sure nobody can escape. Look at this says, Goldilocks and the Three Musketeers, Goldilocks and the Three Freemen, Goldilocks and the Xylophones, Goldilocks and the Three Owls, Goldilocks and the Three Pythons, Goldilocks and the Three Camels, Goldilocks and the Three Ostriches, Goldilocks and the Three Snowmen, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. That's what it's supposed to be, isn't it? So it's kind of like, it was kind of like they're not making fun, but they're just making a different type of story. All right, in the window right here. Let me see. This one? No? Oh, right there. Remember they were waiting for her. Yeah. Good noticing in the pictures. Yes, and you guys noticed that there was a picture of the pigeon in their house because Mo Willems, the same author and illustrator, who did the pigeon books. Yeah, so he wrote the words and the pictures. All right, you guys need to go get boards, markers, and erasers for